Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusian control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse. So, we're going to use Stonehenge for a long-range attack against the arsenal bird. In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusian forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action after an air raid by the Independent State Allied forces. When that happened, the main base was being repaired from the damage caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment. The Osean Army continued the repairs in secret and managed to reactivate its base systems. Once preparations are complete, it will be able to fire again. However, the officer in charge has yet to confirm whether it can be fired more than once. In other words, it is looking like we may have only one chance to be able to bring down one of those invulnerable arsenal birds. We're going all in on this one plan. The Erusian forces have detected our movements and are marching on Stonehenge. The arsenal bird is closing in, but if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strong points we call menhirs around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support, while keeping air superiority. Our mission is to protect Stonehenge until it can shoot down that monster bird. If we can shoot down even just one arsenal bird, it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network. Stonehenge is our only way of bringing down an arsenal bird. Missing is a luxury we cannot afford.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long fight. Don't waste any ammo.
So that's Stonehenge, huh? It's bigger than I imagined. Uglier, too.
Look at that mess of cables. They're using generator trucks to run it.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luck is run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird. Big if. And it'd have to hit.
Measure 6. Enemy tanks get ahead. Located an enemy tank. Lancaster, requesting close air support.
Measure 6. Request for air support confirmed. Help is on the way.
Listen up. Our job is to defend here. That's all, you got it? This should be easy. Go on your paycheck. This is Men Here 6. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the air support. All right, guys. This time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Powering main system. Code boot. Skipping sequences 47 to 97.
Activating. We just need one shot.
That's half of MU5's area.
Measure 7. We've linked up with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back.
It's launched.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive a bomb run. You have to stop them.
I'll take him out.
We managed to drive off about half the enemy ground forces.
Landed on your 6.
Allied aircraft, don't worry about us. Take out those bombers.
You get lost, head towards Trigger. We've only got 60% green. We've got 30% yellow, 10% is red.
Well, it has been sitting here rusting away for the past 20 years. I'd say a few switches are to be expected. Hurry and verify the reds and yellows.
Roger.
Target acquired. It's right where the Legion said it'd be.
This is Men Here 7. We are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Men Here 7 is hot. Let's go give them some help.
All enemies attacking Men Here 5 have been eliminated. Good job. Hostile bomber destroyed. Nice work. Keep Stonehenge safe for us.
One shot from Stonehenge and that Arsenal bird will be cooked.
Power level is at 40%. 42%. Come on, damn it!
Come on, baby. Be good. We need you.
Men Here 7 here. Enemy aircraft approaching. They're gonna clean this place out. If we don't get air support, we're dead. Besides, it'll all be a distant memory once we're back at the university.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Forgot that I accidentally turned off my microphone audio during yesterday's stream. Let me know if you can hear me now.
More hostiles advancing towards Menhir 6. Ground forces haven't noticed yet.
Cool.
Let's take out the enemy while our friends are still on their feet.
Okay, lock and quiet. Fire.
There's still a ton of AA weaponry on the ground as well. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, baby, we're saved! Whoever is flying the plane with 3 lines, I'm buying you a beer later.
The enemy isn't letting up. There's just no end in sight.
Yeah, forgot during yesterday's Minecraft stream with some of my students that I turned off my microphone because we ended up going into a Zoom call with each other.
Target obliterated.
Looks like the enemy has even more firepower. We must hold the front line.
Watch out for anti-aircraft fire. We can't afford to lose anyone right now.
We successfully defended Menhir 7. Good work, everyone. It's the LRSSG. Without them, we probably would have been the ones in trouble. Our objective is wiping out the enemy.
4 bombers. They're high. Altitude 8,000. Bearing 150.
The enemy's going all out, too.
Railgun power supply is... Numbers aren't going up.
Bypassing the auxiliary condenser.
Come on, damn it!
Strider squad. Make sure everyone gets back alive.
Strider 1. Target destroyed.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Better check out those bombers soon.
I got the charge.
Strider 1. APC destroyed.
You're supposed to be the ones on the offensive. How did they get us on the ropes?
We've wiped out half of them. Keep it up.
Missile launched.
This is Menhir 5. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. We're ready to take it.
Yeah, I better take out those bombers because if they attack Stonehenge, I'm pretty sure it's just the mission just instantly is over if you let them get there.
War depends on this mission.
Keep it coming. It's gonna take more than that to break me. This is Menhir 6. That's the last of the enemy reinforcements. I gave my men a 15-minute vacation. Sorry, I need a short breather myself. I'll just be sitting on my lawn.
This is not good.
Should be back before lunch.
What did you say?
Missile hit.
It's time to bomb Stonehenge. Back to the Stone Age. Strider 1, break that lock.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Also hit.
Worst case scenario, we can divert the enemy pilot's attention. Our guys can take care of business while we serve as decoys.
Already thrown everything you've got at Stonehenge. What's it gonna take? We're struggling and so are they. Just need to hold out for a little longer.
That should take care of the reinforcements facing Menhir 5. Good going.
Mission accomplished. Looks like I beat it in time. But that damn OC army. Why do they have to go and use civilians as their survey techs? I've had to take them out.
More guests. Bombers and their escorts. Bearing 170.
Oh, shit. I want to go smack them down, but those boys below are hanging on by a thread. You want me to choose?
Power level is at 80%. You think we should take our shot?
Patience. Don't want to waste everyone's hard work. Let's wait to 100.
I guess you're right. Give the fire control system one last check while we're waiting.
Roger.
Enemy rocket unit coming from the southwest. And Heliborne assault from the northeast. They're planning a direct assault on Stonehenge. Stop them.
Let's split up. Take
Whew,
the
I forgot how intense this mission was, honestly. You just have to keep going back and forth between all these enemy groups.
Should all be over soon.
But looks like we're almost there. We just gotta take out
What a
the
story for my kid.
helicopter group to the north, and then we should be good.
Understood. Commencing mission. Chopper is on its way to Stonehenge.
We're doing everything we can to fire as quickly as possible. Just buy us some time until then.
Okay, Kilo units all yours, Trigger. Lead the way and eliminate the enemy. Cyclops will take the rocket unit.
Roger that.
Prepare to fire. They know we're here. So shoot them before they shoot us. How long till you're ready? Once we fire, that cannon will crumble and the battle will end. Almost to Stonehenge. Perfect. Their rear is wide open.
Just focus on doing your job. They will handle their job to protect us from the enemy outside.
Hilo assault unit is down. If they had infiltrated Stonehenge, you would have been all over. Good work. Cyclops Squadron has eliminated the rocket unit. Keep it up.
You've given my program a lot of the time it needs. Stonehenge will be ready to fire shortly.
Stand by. I'm picking up something on my radar. The signal is massive. It's the Arsenal bird.
Oh boy, the bird's here. Of course it wouldn't be that easy, right? There it is.
I have visual. Arsenal bird confirmed.
Here they come.
A swarm of UAVs is launching from the Arsenal bird. Keep them away from Stonehenge.
Closer the target, fewer the variables. How long till we can fire?
Firing at 60.
Hear that? Keep us safe till then.
Fire control system inspection complete. Radar error correction is good to go.
Chesapeake's not responding. He's over in the survey vehicle.
Releasing safety. Cooling system active.
Confirm voltage.
Voltage stable. 30 seconds.
We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Power level is at 100%.
15 seconds.
Frame control?
All green.
Expect
Initiate final countdown.
Understood. Commencing final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Cool, fire. That's not a good sound.
Stop the countdown. We've lost the target.
Starting to shut down.
Gone? That stupid thing is flying in the open.
The survey data isn't updating. No response from our spotter.
Survey vehicle down.
Cool. Their targeting system is down.
For Stonehenge's eyes. Without those, I'm sorry.
Don't give up yet, Major. We still have sensors. Our eyes. The oldest sensors in the book. What are you scheming?
They're too unreliable. But
Not bad.
That's something.
Impossible. Rerouting circuit. We can't do any more. Half the battery containers are out. Carry out our mission.
come on, damn it! Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Cool. So, the crew operating Stonehenge are now going to just manually aim it in order to destroy this thing.
APS.
So I got 2 minutes to damage this propellers enough to slow it down.
Damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Next hit on the Arsenal bird central
Yeah,
propeller.
we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Disabled. He's asking for air.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range tables? Oh, isn't that curious?
Guess they knew what they were doing.
All right, that takes care of the propellers. Arsenal bird is slowing down.
That's a lot of missiles.
Only a total madman could bring down the arsenal bird.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the arsenal bird, and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
There goes the main theme again in the background music.
Look out!
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Lancaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look grim. Expect some injuries.
So many missiles, so many UAVs.
It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis force?
We can see the Ocean flag from here. Not much wind. The rest is just instinct.
The rest is just instinct.
Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you alright?
Power level is at 80%.
I'm fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. Push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco, over.
Power level is at 100%.
Arsenal bird propeller destroyed.
Okay, hey, 5 more seconds and then you should be able to fire.
Stonehenge, shoot.
Understood. Begin final countdown.
Especially since it activated its shield.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Alright, let's see it.
3, 2, 1. Fire! Hit, damn it!
Just cut right through the shield. Yeah, I'd say we got him. Just blew it right in half. And there goes Stonehenge. Destroyed itself firing its last shot.
Lehman, this victory belongs to you. That was a good lesson on the importance of manual control.
Today's MVPs are the LRSSG.
Hey, that's us.
Especially those two lead birds. They're the Ocean big shots. We can win if we follow them. The Ocean big shots?
You mean the Ocean big shot?
Looks like we're on the offensive now. Ha! The enemy's defensive range dropped along with that arsenal bird.
That just means more pie for us.
Are we gonna eat the whole thing?
The brass is always hungry for more. They've got a bottomless appetite.
Oh, Lancaster, why are you
Enough
always so
about
hungry?
that. Get some rest now before the counterattack.
Now we are on the offensive in this war.
Yeah, we got our hands dirty for nothing. The guys were babbling about a 3-line marking. We'll get to that, Rookie.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up...
The mission succeeded, but at a great cost. This victory marks a strategic turning point. The enemy has only one arsenal bird left, and the defensive grid around the space elevator has been decimated. We can expect a counteroffensive by Ocean forces everywhere.
Cool. We're on the offensive now.
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Ocean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Yuuzhan continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata.
Ballistic missile base.
In 72 hours, they've put the resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment. So it's difficult for the bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude, visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle. The Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Of course, it's just up to my squadron, and by which you mean it's just up to me. Alright, let's give this a go. So we do not have special weapons, instead we are just going to be guiding a bunker buster, or well, being like the targeting pod for a bomber. So we're going to take the MiG-31 Foxhound, probably the fastest plane in the game, and see what we can do.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Erusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total.
But luckily, this mission has one of the best soundtracks in the entire game. Honestly, can I go into the settings and adjust that? No, I don't think I can. I have to be out of the game for that. But yeah, just when the soundtrack drops, just give it a listen. It's one of my favorites in the entire game.
So we were that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We've got the bomb. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
The bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Ocean garrison. Soldiers' lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Yeah, I'd say so too, Count. We've reduced Erusia to the point where they're aiming nuclear missiles, IRBMs, intermediate range ballistic missiles at our soldiers. Yeah, we should probably stop those.
Together to take them down.
You're mine.
Bunker buster away. That was a mistake. No structures visible.
This is Graham 7, evading enemy missiles. This is Graham 7, failing.
I love this soundtrack so much.
Missile launched.
Strider 1, we have the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster. Size of the missile launched from the silos off the chart.
Let's do this.
Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet.
We might be able to pull this off. Let's keep it up and get the rest of these silos.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 to count? Formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it.
I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad you want me there to chew my ear off.
Continuing attack.
We did it. That takes care of that. Nice work.
Enemy on your tail.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Target acquired.
This is Brandy. Attack completed.
Bunker busted away. All right, now let's take out those remaining silos.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next? The sky feels open and free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass.
Target is hit.
Target destroyed.
Gameplay wise, this is not one of my favorite missions in the game, just because you don't have any special weapons, and you're just in a rush to get all of these silos destroyed using the targeting pods they give you. But I'd say that the soundtrack more than makes up for it. Really harkens back to a lot of like the more rock-oriented soundtracks that earlier games in the series used.
Firing the bunker buster.
Where's the explosion? Looks like this wasn't one of the real silos.
It's also just complete guesswork out of the like which of the silos are actually the real ones, because there's a bunch of decoy ones, and the only way to find out is to actually just destroy them. So.
Target destroyed.
Bunker busted away.
The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing.
Oop, I just missed that one entirely. Let's check out these helicopters first and then give that silo another go.
Target acquired.
Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Bunker busted away.
Must have been a decoy.
Oh my goodness. Of course the last two ones are the actual real ones. Alright, let's get over there and take them out.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a bird free from its cage.
All enemy aircraft confirmed destroyed.
Do we have time for the silos?
Whew, that was really close. I almost just crashed right into the ground. Oh, this is risky. Oh, yeah.
That was off the mark.
That was risky.
The warhead should be exposed. Standard weaponry will suffice. Take your pick.
Just in the nick of time. Thanks.
Trigger, the bomb has been dropped. Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
There's only one silo remaining. In gun range. Missile launched. Strider 1, target destroyed. 2 minutes remaining.
Bunker busted away.
All missile silos have been destroyed.
Alright, we got them all.
Wait, what the hell is that?
But there's more!
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Cool. We gotta launch. We gotta go stop that. That's why I took the MiG-31. Fastest plane in the game. Built for intercepting ballistic missiles.
Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
You can tell that this is dire because the soundtrack is also bumped up its intensity.
Confirmed signature on our radar.
Ooh.
Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
I do not envy being a fighter pilot who has to intercept ballistic missiles.
Strider 1, watch your tail. The enemy has a lock on me.
Especially with other bandits still chasing me.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Yeah, I'm going.
Missile launched.
Okay. Ooh, this part is intense.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Okay. That should be the last of them.
All of the missiles have been destroyed.
I was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me you had us flooding up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Hehehe.
Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number.
Alright, so we destroyed an arsenal bird, we stopped their ballistic missile capability. I think we got the enemies on the ropes here.
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital.
I'm actually going to quit mission here because actually, going by chronological order, after you complete mission 12 is when the DLC missions happen. So we are now going to going on normal difficulty into our 3 DLC missions and go through a little arc with these. So let's let the cutscene for the DLC play out, where we join a new character who's going to join us for these 3 missions.
Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Special Mission 1, Unexpected Visitor. Let's start the DLC arc.
Spencer still hasn't recovered? He has, but the doctor won't let him run. Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
This is self-important stuff.
Here, it really is quite important. We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation.
Oh boy. Another member of the brass coming down to yell at us.
Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio.
Hey, Artiglio again.
Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Like such a long time ago.
We did that.
Been there? However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116
So,
meters.
this is the submarine this DLC arc is going to center around. 495 meters.
Submarine powered by 2 liquid metal cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David Norton. I'm an OIA analyst of advanced weapons analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine
The Alicorn. For reference, it's 495 meters long. The Empire State Building is only 380 meters tall.
It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns.
It's got railguns.
Their range is over 400 kilometers.
But a 400 kilometer range? Oh jeez.
The sub's force projection capabilities are
Yep,
equivalent to
that's about right.
Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack
And it can launch aircraft, because it's an aircraft carrier submarine.
An unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
It was underwater for over 700 days.
There 2 years? They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying into the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do
2
with
years
the
underwater.
and the IR
That's gonna make you nuts.
Okay.
And now, because we've destroyed all their other things, Erusia is deploying this to the front lines.
Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sun. The fleet will commence its action while we seize the skies.
Would it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
We should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. The ESM will be a valuable
Cool,
asset.
we're getting electronic support in this
Stay
mission.
within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HF.
Only Strider Squadron will sort it.
Well, I have to sit this one out.
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
By no means a difficult mission. Considering this is the first of the DLC missions, I'm gonna bet it's going to be a very difficult mission. Oh, we gotta let this hangar music play though. Funky. Alright, we're gonna take Trigger's cannon plane during this arc, the F-15C, with laser pods. I'm actually going to probably give it a... Yeah, I'm gonna give myself 20 more missiles here, just cause. From experience, I can tell you, this is a long one. Alright, let's get into this. Start the DLC arc. With SP Mission 1, Operation Sighthound, Unexpected Visitor. Let's do it.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready.
Project 8 Air. There's a title screen for the DLC too. And this beautiful soundtrack opening us up. Strider 1, Trigger. That's us.
Here we go. Do it with a bang. Understood. Shit.
What's up? Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
Cool, our support's not here.
Retreat and wait for backup.
It's okay, I only have to deal with this many planes in front of me.
Trigger, what now?
What now? We get into this, we fight.
Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft engage, weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
We are hot shot for the last 5 minutes.
Take them on in pairs.
Sitting duck here.
Sorry, this mission is just a massive air-to-air furball. So let's see what kind of damage we can do. And the enemy dialogue is also just great in these DLC missions.
Righto.
Let's see how good you are.
If you got enemies who are literally screaming for help when you shoot them down, it's kind of messed up, but also a very neat detail. Very much helps to humanize the enemies you're fighting.
Here I go.
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option.
Combat's a lot harder without Wiseman.
You sure? Our man Trigger was an absolute monster just now.
Missile, evade!
It's tougher than I thought. These guys are good.
We're the last generation of fighter pilots.
Not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience
This
than we
soundtrack
do.
is also amazing.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly
It's a
secure
full
our air superiority.
orchestral
I know that, but we're
piece
on the
of
move.
majesty.
Pushing back hard.
Trigger, take out enemies away from our fleet too. Take control of the entire airspace.
Just a little longer till the friendlies arrive. Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Keep course. A few sparks are to be expected.
This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4, head to 305. Heads up, attack. Sigurd 1, Wilco. Taylor, I like your room with the plane.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
This is Enchanter. We've entered the AO.
Hey, Enchanter's here.
The Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
Our support's actually here now.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. It can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
It's skills that count, not the plane.
Trigger shot down an SU-57.
Fox 2.
Hey, I don't feel bad about that. He knew what he was getting into. There's the line. That's the one that gets you.
Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Trigger splash to hostile. Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities. Target acquired. Missile launched. Target shot down.
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
There's the Alicorn, the submarine that we're trying to capture. Can't open fire on it yet though, but we can at least get a good look at that thing. Massive.
Vehicle eliminated. That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Keep your distance from the EW aircraft. Roger. Aim for the one on Franklin's force down.
Target destroyed. Strider 1, target destroyed. Receiving support from ESM.
Hurry up and break behind you. So, this meeting flight pilots are playing by UAVs or anything. This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving. Tony Franklin just made some dogfights.
EW aircraft is taking fire from a...
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right, we'll go.
Yes, this is the air combat I've been waiting for.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
You just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
No control. Returning to base. I'm forgetting the top of mechanics who seem to have a problem every time Priest Strike shows up. I get triggered the moment I try to close in on their ship. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
Barrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
This one's slippery.
Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship. Their rings are thinning. At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission.
You see the size of that sub? Why the hell was it not in action all this time? Damage control to CIC. The engines are intact. Still good. I got a lock. Should be dead ahead, but I can't see them. Seatbelt draining. Evacuate immediately. Lost the ship. It's the destroyer type.
Ah, we lost the destroyer. That's fine.
Area 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work.
I've heard of them. Flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots of that caliber were still around.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target. Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin. Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Airy. Captain? You don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
I'll show you who's no UAV can copy.
Special delivery. Target acquired.
Driver 1, the enemy has a lock.
Missile launched. Missile hit.
Missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble. Your eyes on three strike. You might learn a thing or two. Roger. Okay.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Bandit acquired. Lock on.
Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
We passed the third checkpoint. We're halfway there.
From Puffin to all ships. Change formation.
Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield.
I should have switched with Lanza. All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
They'll pose a serious threat. Take them down.
I know. Trigger, let's get this
Got more attackers approaching the fleet. We gotta defend them. Su-34s, fullbacks.
Strata 1, target acquired. Target eliminated.
Well, they sure brought a lot of friends.
Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship. Enemy missile detonated in the waters on the port side.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Strider 1, standing it down.
Entering ESM range. Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. It's been 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that. I see 3 strikes.
Uh-oh.
I'll kill you.
Here come some DLC characters.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach.
Soundtrack is gonna change too.
Su-47.
Burkitts. Arusha doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough.
Here comes 2 of my favorite DLC characters.
Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
I'm seeing on my tail. Taking fire.
Idiots, ignore their illusions.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you were my brother.
Siblings.
The bogey shot down.
Very
Ocean Bird.
unhinged siblings.
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are cleared to
Su-47, Scream. And Su-47, Rage. Yeah, let's take them on.
After me.
Hang in there, Scream.
Trigger, the enemy switched up their ECM.
It's a launch point.
Okay, I damaged her.
He hit me, dude. That bastard hit me.
Shit. Scream, pulling out.
God damn it.
See, ordinarily they'd put up more of a fight, but
You will
I
die.
kinda just took them out really easily.
What are you doing? Am I hearing?
She's also just yelling at me now on an open frequency.
So fast. You won't have enough time to piss your pants.
Yeah, this woman seems to be rather unhinged.
Let them go.
That bitch was using OCS radio frequency. That's an encrypted military channel.
That's nothing to worry about now. Focus on the mission.
And it seems our jerkwad of a commander, mission commander for this operation is trying to get us just sweep it under the rug, get us not to worry about it. Wonder if there's a subplot happening there.
Bravo!
Trigger, splash the bed. I appreciate that.
Strider 1 got one.
Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
We can sink their planes along with it. All right, am I back? Fox 2. Come on, one round in the hole and we'll sink it.
Target eliminated.
Negative.
Entering ESM range. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Stay in formation.
Confirmed destroyed.
Cool. Got the surface
All ground
crews.
targets destroyed.
Gotta take out the last of these fullbacks because they will destroy that entire fleet in an instant.
Drake 1, Fox 2.
Locked on, bandit.
Also, I love that the this landing force is being led by a landing ship whose call sign is Puffin.
Target is down.
That's just a great name for a landing ship.
Submarine must be in the missile nest.
3 minutes remaining.
Missile tracking me. Fox 2. Anti-aircraft. Target enemy aircraft. Initiating attack. Watch out. This is gonna be raining missiles. Abruptly shot down the Su-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. sacrifice to put them to rest.
Captain, it's British strike.
Getting some glimpses into our DLC villain there with that dialogue.
Might make it through.
Wow, this guy.
Target in sight. Main gun and ready.
That submarine looks huge.
Wow.
Nice kill.
2 minutes remaining.
We got this. British strikes in a squadron are with us.
Hostile lockout, you Strider 1. Target is down.
You guys really like giving me a face full of machine gun fire.
Strider 1, missile away.
See how they like it.
Target is down. Receiving support from ESM.
Let the LRSSC take care of the enemy aircraft.
Strider 1, missile launched. 1 minute remaining.
Got a hit on me. How bold. Wow. These guys are bold.
Entering ESM range. Strider 1, missile launched. Watch your remaining missiles. Target acquired.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately. Fools. As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military. What do you say? Don't you see?
Being the captain of the Alicorn is being ordered to scuttle or essentially destroy the ship, and he's saying no. Sounds like he may be choosing to go rogue here.
Muffin, this is Lancaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Captain copies. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant.
Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on. Whew. Well done, pilot. Then flow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship Puffin to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing! Main guns commence fire!
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Hey, the Alicorn just destroyed our entire landing fleet.
Railguns! The landing ship's on fire! It's gonna sink!
Looks like they're going rogue. We got aircraft taking off from it too.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What? One of them's carrying a cruise missile.
Listen up! You need to take that bird down! Hurry!
Yeah, we should probably do something about those.
Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Cool.
Hey, what about the submarine?
One of those planes is carrying a nuke on it.
Don't lose them! Shoot them down!
Well, maybe not a nuke, but a
Caught up to them.
very big bomb in the form of that cruise missile.
Tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Yep, we should probably chase them and stop them. Gotta play the tense soundtrack too.
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Keep my words. This boat had the most important hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner.
Bend it down.
Yeah.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Got him.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes.
Oh, get ready for one of the best lines in this entire DLC arc.
Damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the white sheets of my bed that I had just made.
Stepped all over it with my dirty boots. Over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. So silly.
Next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, command duty officer?
Something about killing 1 million people and saving 10 million is what our villain is going off about. We'll see what that means as we go into the rest of this DLC.
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osia's radio frequency.
Yeah, who were those people who just attacked me out of nowhere?
Possible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
There's many unusual things about that, Brigadier General.
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Very interesting. A lot of arcs happening with this first mission.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define, Maine?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
Salvation of 10 million seems to be the end goal of our villain here, Captain Torres of the Alicorn. A submarine with nuclear capability that has now gone completely rogue. So let's follow this on to our second mission, Anchorhead Raid. See where this goes.
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes, based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past. I ran a precision combat simulation, but it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are...
Oh, this part's great.
Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
Alright, what's our next step? Now that we have that rogue submarine.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
Source, Brigadier General. There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on...
This general is great.
I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, we will sortie in small numbers. And make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Fusion, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider.
4 aircraft, destroying 2 entire harbors worth of naval power.
We're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting you. Use this window to destroy high threat.
So we got a surprise attack on 2 different ports with their entire naval fleet.
The elements of surprise and resupplying are the key.
This is probably one of my favorite missions in the game, honestly. You'll see what I mean when we get into it.
Don't need an ace to succeed. Anything to say? Good.
Also, the soundtrack is amazing.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was the captain of the battleship Tangier at the time of the Continental War.
Ace Combat 4 reference.
He led Tangier fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero.
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live.
So the guy's a hero.
Transfer from surface to
Viewed as a
underwater
hero.
is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation,
His crew will trust him with anything.
ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add 1 more to the mission conditions.
Like, you want to make it even harder?
I want a 100% survival rate for the sword. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Alright, we're gonna go into probably one of my favorite missions in the entire game. And just for that, we're gonna take my preferred plane in this game, the Su-57. A cutting-edge stealth fighter designed to succeed current air superiority fighters. Developed on based on the PAC-FA program, it features thrust vectoring nozzles giving it superior maneuverability. So this is basically Generation 6 aircraft currently in use by Russia. We're going to take it, we're going to put laser cannons on it, and we're going to go destroy this entire fleet. Alright, let's go.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Anchorhead Raid, Operation Domino. Let's do this and let's get a good listen to the soundtrack as we go along with it. And you'll see just how many enemies we have to attack in this mission.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
So we gotta launch a surprise attack on this massive enemy fleet.
Trigger, don't you dare get the juicy stuff before I do.
Count's already angry at me for getting a head start.
Trigger, there's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
So yeah, we gotta destroy as much here as we can before they realize that we're even attacking here. Try and keep the element of a surprise attack going.
To get back in the game.
Emergency! More bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
This woman's day is about to be ruined. The port commander here.
Was destroyed before it was activated. This will make things easier later.
Lieutenant General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing Sam! Fools! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike.
Sir, there's a few of them. We've done damage to the port and ship.
I'd say so. I've already destroyed so much of your fleet already.
To shoot them down.
I should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
A bomb would work fine. We'll wipe them out with one hit.
How many ships in port are still operational?
Hitch was just damaged, but let's test it out.
Destroyed.
Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great. Keep it up.
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
Lost contact with the second platoon. If they're gone, that means we have less than half our forces left. There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. Suggests an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots.
So it looks like there's a room of Osean generals discussing my performance here and how they thought I would not be needed.
Yes, sir. This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Flynn, sending coordinates.
UAV destroyed. All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
All right. We wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger.
Radio chatter in that area has quieted down. Try a different location, Trigger. It looks like there are delicacies on other tables as well.
Lanza has the southern port to himself. Don't think he can go it alone.
Trigger, let's go.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay.
It's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Lanza's poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, Count, lend me a hand, will you? Let's go help the survivors. This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Sir?
So the brass are concluding that they actually do need me.
Strider 1, this is Control. Certainly not the result I'd predicted.
I'm sorry, sir.
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. We still got machine guns.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
More fighters incoming at super low altitudes from bearing 015. Kappa reports that 3 strikes begin on them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the port.
Roger that. Leave the rest to us. Ask Squadron, EL Squadron, clear to engage. That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Right stock and salvage companies while you can.
Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
We came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Keep it up, Trigger.
All aircraft, performance is disappointing. Pick it up. The attack will fail.
Oh, come on, Longcaster. I'm doing my best here.
Requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going out together.
Destroyer Calypso has been destroyed.
Protection gear shafts have been badly damaged. We're disengaging. Sir, Martians are operational. Protection operations are underway. This is definitely the work of 3 strikes. They were checked by report of the point. Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
You're excited, Preston. After all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port. If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught there. Prepare for anti-air combat. Parker drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Commanding the officer, what do you think will turn drill into a real war?
You don't see it, do you? It's imagination.
So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat. Anti-air combat.
Good. We've reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some
Lancaster, you and your food puns.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations.
Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
4 aircraft destroyed the entire board? That must be hallucinating. It's not a hallucination. 3 strikes are still unharmed.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Missile launched.
Not bad at all, Trigger.
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
All SU-37s have been destroyed.
Those guys were well trained. Would have been tough if we let him hound us.
Missile launched.
Launch 2.
Bandit down. Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile? It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation.
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You all right?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Picture it. Salvation.
We're being fired upon by the Alicorn. The death of a million is a necessity. It's shooting us with its railgun. Oh my goodness, I need to get back to base and repair this plane or we're dying.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Ooh. Wow, we are really taking damage here.
100% survival rate.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is control.
Alright. Return to base, get some repairs. Alright, we're back in it.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Don't catch us off guard. Stay sharp.
Take out the rest of this fleet, take out the battleship Dysnomia, which is an awesome name for a battleship.
Trigger just sank a battleship.
Battleship Dysnomia is crippled. Navigation is stable. That ship's heavily armored. How can that be?
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
So yeah, the Alicorn is now shooting at us with its railgun using UAVs to guide the shells.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
Alright, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
All hostile
Yeah, I need to
ships
take out these planes that are on me.
Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
You think so? Pretty sure we just destroyed like the entire United States Navy worth of enemy aircraft or ships. Another
Projectile
UAV.
detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Alright.
Projectile guidance terminated.
Behind the enemy.
5 minutes remaining.
Hostile has a lock.
Deliverance.
Strider 2, look out behind you. Fox 2.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Target confirmed down. With Captain Alonso Terrigo gone, Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
See, I don't think that vessel will really be much of a threat anyway,
Shooting us from beyond our range.
considering it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Locked on bandit.
Missile away.
They have a lock on me.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Imagine.
This one's mine.
Captain Torres, you are just all kinds of crazy.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. The shell exploded. It's off the grid.
Enemy has a lock.
Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected.
Thanks. I knew you had my back, Trigger.
Bandit destroyed. Remaining. Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar. Entering cloud cover. Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Strider 2, Fox 2. Not bad, not bad.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Railgun shell lost its target. Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemy has a lock. Bandit down. Nicely done.
Missile launched.
I appreciate that.
Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar.
So yeah, I pretty much cleared the entire map at this point, so now we just need to wait for 2 more minutes. Keep taking out the infinitely spawning air reinforcements, because why not?
2 minutes remaining. Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected. Missile away. Target hit. Target acquired. Bandit down.
Enemy has a lock. I got a stubborn one on my ass.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Fox 2. Say goodbye. Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Plane's icing up.
Missile launched.
Gotta get out of these clouds.
Strider 1, target acquired.
This is Courtney. Package X directly waiting.
Bandit, shut down.
Lives each.
Also, there's a rumor going around with the military. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of a near open.
3 strikes.
He lacks the drive.
Imagine you're just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? Because they wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. It was for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. 3 strikes has none of that. I do. Do you see, Command Duty Officer? You don't, do you?
Target acquired.
Gotcha, pal.
Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Ooh, sounds like someone's back. Ooh, Lanza's hit. Oh boy, it's these two again. Scream in rage.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities.
Stealth missiles is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in the series.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw.
Brigadier General Clemens is ready.
And now General Clemens is just talking to them.
Nicely done. You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
Alright, well there's one of them down already. Took out the brother. And what's great is that when Rage dies, you may notice that the, well, first of all, she's gonna become even more unhinged. And also, you may notice that the background music has completely fallen out of sync between all the instruments.
There may only be one left. Don't let your guard down.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger. No need to feel sorry about it, Trigger.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Yeah, she's kind of losing it with the death of her brother. You may notice she's not even really flying to attack me anymore. Jeez, woman, are you okay? It's probably a good idea, Longcaster. That's just cold count.
10 seconds to contact.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and end that, because she is literally screaming at me to kill her. So. Like I say, her voice actress did a really good job.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
Yeah, there she goes.
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Yeah, they're gone.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it, General.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 Strikes has removed all Strangler Erusian forces. That did make for a good sideshow. I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
The plan to save 10 million lives.
So small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
We'll see what this plan of theirs actually is. But considering it involves using a stolen nuclear submarine, it's probably not good. Also, why was our general trying to talk to those 2 people trying to kill me? As if he knew them. It's almost like maybe he put them up to the task of killing me.
Lucian, no, stop it!
Hey, chill. Lucian, stand down. Sit.
Shit, my colon.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations. Cut it! That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. They resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed.
Ah,
Their
I
goal
see.
was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
Cool.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We shouldn't just knock them out. So it seems as though for whatever reason, Brigadier General Clemens was in the previous mission had hired those two mercenaries to try and kill me, and obviously that failed, and then they come back this time and fail again, and it all comes back to bite him. But as we get into the end of this DLC arc, we'll see why that would even be the case. Why would anybody try to kill me, especially on my own side?
We've acquired important intel for the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air...
Either way, we have a bigger problem to worry about. That is the submarine that's still rogue.
The estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge. A mobile Stonehenge.
Also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon? Yes, the answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Cool.
Hey, you got that.
It's loaded nuclear railgun shells.
I missed the shell part. Quiet. They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
Ah, they're going for our capital city.
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the news.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
So we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutiny. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
They've gone rogue.
They intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital.
They're gonna nuke our capital.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
So it seems Captain Torres believes that if he just he can take out 1 million lives by destroying our capital city in order to end this war. In, as he said, a definitive and elegant manner. Very crazy plan, but looks like he's gonna try and go through with it. So, let's get into the last DLC mission and see if we can stop him.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over.
Once a war is over.
Crude, but effective.
Heroes are risk factors when wars are over.
In reality, they've no need for living.
So you should kill them.
Just dead ones.
So is that...
Alex?
So that is your justification for why my own military was trying to kill me.
Both are. What happens when two singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months of calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here.
The 10 million relief plan. The last mission of the DLC arc. Let's see if we can stop that submarine.
Part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here, as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid. Let me say it. It's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. You remember this speech?
This vote as the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will...
Yeah, that's a villain. That's the line that a villain would say.
Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. We will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations, victory parades are in full swing at Bullred. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise.
It's gonna nuke our city while it's in the midst of having demonstrations and parades.
They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve the desired result.
Terminal guidance.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
Alright, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to ORED within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by OSEA, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route.
It's got one possible route it can go down.
The Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
What's the prediction you make?
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at Peony Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sonar buoys to build a sonar buoy bearing. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sonar buoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on the radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with asteroids and sink it.
If we miss,
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So, who's flying?
Everyone except myself. Up. This is an order. Get your fat asses moving.
Alright, going in an all-or-nothing operation to sink this submarine. And if we fail, our capital is going to get nuked. No pressure. So yeah, we're going to take the Rafale. You know what? Just to be fun about it, I'm going to take the Alicorn skin for this plane. Just to have a bit of fun with things, because why not? We're going to take cruise missiles with us, because we're going to need to do massive damage to this plane, to that submarine once we fight it. Spoiler, this is a boss fight. So we're going to take the Alicorn skin for the Rafale and take off. Now this mission, it's not, we're going to fight the Alicorn. It's one of the most beautiful looking missions in the game. You'll see once we get into this. The setting of it is just amazing for a boss fight. In the Spring Sea, Operation Fisherman, 10 million relief plan, Special Mission 3. Just look at this setting. Golden sunset over the sea.
It's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Sector 1. We've deployed the Sonobuoy barrier.
So we have to protect our patrol aircraft as they drop sonobuoys, which are essentially devices that will let us detect submarines. So we gotta protect them while they do that.
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood.
Understood.
Roger. Understood.
3 strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2 engaging. Strider 3 engaging. Cyclops 2 engaging. They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Cyclops 4, engage. Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. With 3 strikes, you can reduce this to a single digit.
20% of Sonobuoy dropped.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
There were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Situation. Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Bodies. I need the debris. Stops raining here.
They get no more water. There's no way to find them. Thanks. You had my back, Trigger.
Was that 3 strikes? Thanks, buddy. You have a moment.
What's up?
Drones of demonstrators have flashed. People are running away. See lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in Ored?
Yeah, I live here. I never saw the terminal guidance district either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Wait, running? Yes, those drones aren't running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need to check something.
So our analyst is just in the middle of the city that we're trying to prevent from getting nuked. And it seems like he's realizing what the enemy's plan is.
Hold on tight, guys.
Okay, lock and quiet. Firing.
Strider 1, locked on target. Strider 1, missile away. Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Submarines underwater. They're using pilots as sacrificial lambs, just like with their UAVs.
People are starting to realize just how good I am. Sorry, throat's really dry.
Aircraft, be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
That's a lot of them.
Attempting to break enemy lock. Post 2.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Situation normal. Should we clear the baffles, Captain? They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us. From behind my car, another patrol. We've been hit by a missile. More incoming.
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Yeah, I'm doing my best here. That's not good.
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority.
These UAVs are annoying.
I'm very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas. Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
Confirming new hostiles.
Oh my goodness. UAVs are can be very annoying to fight in this game. Ooh, we lost a patrol aircraft.
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch. That's on me, Trigger. I couldn't defend them.
Okay, great job, Scald.
Locked on bandit. Cyclops 2.
I gotta come here and save you, actually.
Enemy's got a lock.
Strider 1, missile away. Missile hit.
Alright.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time? I appreciate that.
Enemy's got a lock. Cyclops 2, missile fired at you!
Bandit destroyed. Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
Okay, lock acquired. Firing.
Strider 2.
Looks like I got something.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Attacking from behind my target.
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Bandit destroyed.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that.
Got a phone call. Sorry, I have to take this real quick. Hello? Hello? What? Oh, yeah, that's from... Yeah, that's from... yeah, that's from a few weeks ago. Right now? What? Oh, it's the Dynamics for a game I played. Okay, back to preventing a million people from being vaporized by a nuke.
Seems like this is our contingency.
Does anyone see the source of the noise in the ocean surface?
So they're jamming our signal here.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys.
All these jammers must have been deployed beforehand. They predicted our moves.
Then we'll go beyond their expectations.
What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
That's it. Patrol aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Aye, sir. Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sub-location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
Keep it up.
This sub, I'll away safely. That did make for a good sideshow.
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
Alright, we gotta find the submarine.
God damn it.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data leaking.
His location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
We can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time and Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it?
I found it. I found the Alicorn.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow. Target coordinates acquired.
It's time for a boss fight. You're playing the music. VLS Rock vertically launched anti-submarine rocket.
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched.
Let's see if we hit it.
Did we get him?
Got the golden sunset over the sea. It's just beautiful, though. There it is, the Alicorn. Gotta get that Latin chorus going.
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
It's gonna destroy our fleet, though. Again.
We haven't sunk it. It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We did
Hit it with some cruise missiles.
Back them into a coordinate. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger. Understood. Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger. Target's destruction confirmed.
We can't train it. Evacuate. Lost destroyer Seagull. Order in full carry. For 2 years we've been brought to the bottom of the sea. We will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
Ooh, it's aiming railguns at me.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
Hit those with some cruise missiles.
We'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for
Was
aircraft.
missed. Okay, that's bad.
Follow up. Check the radiation level every 5 minutes. We have any coolant leaks?
We're thinking even if the reactor's no good. Focus on anti-air combat.
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat.
The Alicorn is diving.
Dallas tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no need to retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
As crazy as this villain is, he does have some really memorable dialogue as he orders all of his men to horribly die.
Position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces. Alicorn surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? And guns commence fire.
We gotta hit those railguns.
Trigger, you're being targeted by the railguns. Shake them off.
Strider 2, missile going your way!
Okay, took those out.
Is confirmed destroyed. All railguns have been destroyed.
Trigger tore both of his arms off.
Because those things are really big threats.
We've lost both of our main guns. Fire all remaining weaponry at 3 strikes. Ignore all other aircraft.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen. Chaff and flares are completed.
Small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. Similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn has submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
Behind the enemy.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others. Good job.
Aircraft with the 3 scars. Lost many because of him.
Strider 1, missile away.
Picked up the Alicorn underwater. Your 10 men rocking. Why should we fear death?
Target acquired.
Gotcha, pal.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
I think one more missile and I'm already dead, so I gotta play this a bit carefully.
We get a full full of AA weaponry, and still they won't even flinch.
The enemy sure is making things hard for us.
Oh, I think I got it already.
The enemy submarine.
See, the cruise missiles really make this fight easy. I've already taken out all of the Alicorn's ballast tanks, so it can't sink, it can't dive anymore.
What's going on? I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
Oops.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it!
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of
Hey.
international law.
War crimes, whatever.
What do we do?
Do you know how many of those I've done already?
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Yeah, war crimes are great.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Hey, it's opening its railgun. I wonder if it's planning something.
The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender.
They're not surrendering. They're just shooting a railgun. Let's stop them.
Wait, Trigger. Stop attacking immediately.
Forget you. I'm gonna go commit some war crimes.
Capital of Orid. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away with my very own hands. It's fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't land anywhere important.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Move the next shell. Aye, sir.
They're not surrendering. We gotta stop them. Yeah, you got it. I can do that.
Understood.
But I do kind of want to let this soundtrack play a little bit first.
FCS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks. First, we'll the aft first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs.
This guy is sinking his own ship so that he can fire off one last shot.
3 strikes, 10
million lives.
saved at the cost of a mere 1,000,000 lives.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
This guy is nuts.
Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger?
Then indulge me. What makes you and I any different? If you want to kill the 300 men on this boat to save $1 million, how is that any different?
Trigger, give him the answer. Have him take it to the bottom of the ocean.
Don't you see? Don't you see? Landing a clean shot on a difficult target. That is what makes it elegant. That is true beauty.
What makes you and I any different?
Target hit. Target hit.
Yeah, I think I got him.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, it's having a major electric fire, apparently.
Don't you see? 1 million. 1 million lives.
There goes the Alicorn. There goes our DLC arc.
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
She really pulled it off.
That's our final answer.
There goes the Alicorn. To the bottom of the ocean with you. Actually, wait, are you sure we got them? They could still be alive in there. I mean, the ship split in two, but... Oh, wait, there goes the nuke. Yeah, there goes the nuke they were carrying. It's probably not safe to be standing in that water, I'm gonna be honest.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Thank you.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed.
Driven Rail Company.
Complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
And look, we got everybody flying in formation around us.
Around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. There are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast a light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it.
Some good sentiment, David.
This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David. The operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Can you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Mission accomplished. And of course, we gotta end it with food puns. Thanks, Longcaster. Alright, let's get our conclusion to the DLC arc.
Operation is complete. Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I'll tell my son. Give me a break.
Strider the LRSSG never gets a break, do we? Next mission's in 32 hours. But we destroyed the Alicorn and saved our capital city, at least. So let's conclude this with our analyst, David North. See what he has to say about things. He's got to do a report about this entire mission.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
Only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay.
Been doing this for 80 hours straight. We've all been there.
Now to the conclusion.
Yes, what is the conclusion?
Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity.
Yeah, why not kill me like that one general tried to do?
There is a fact that has been
Got the main theme playing.
all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He leads the way.
Mm-hmm. You follow Trigger, you'll make it.
Significance is high.
Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
That's uncharacteristically illogical.
Significance is high.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?
Alright, that is the DLC arc complete. So what happened there? We had a rogue submarine whose captain was convinced he could end the war by nuking our capital city. We had our own generals who weren't sure if they wanted to keep me alive or not. And one of them even went as far as to hire mercenaries to try and take me out, and they failed. And we have Striders and Cyclops Squadron and the LRSSG who just can't seem to get a break. Because after completing that arc and saving the day, we now have to go right back into the main storyline. With Mission 14, the Cape Rainy Assault.
With the loss of an arsenal base, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Russia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down.
Gonna get back on the offensive now.
The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Forbanta. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley. Their altitude...
We gotta enter through a valley.
If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Cool. Gotta launch a surprise attack through a valley. So I think for this one, we're gonna go ahead and take the F-35 and get my mint chocolate chip camo on that again.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process.
Nighttime aerial refueling sounds like a nightmare.
1,500 meters to tanker. Make left. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker. 100.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1.
Alright, we gotta cut through a valley.
No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters.
600 meters is our limit.
Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Yeah, never mind the fact that I'm flying, you know, at Mach 2 through this valley. If they see me go through a searchlight, then it's over. But they won't hear this at all.
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow the wind. Luck.
Understood.
That was close.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count.
You know, after going through that DLC arc, I can see why you're tired,
Watch
Count.
yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Yeah, I'm not doing this in first person, sorry. Oh my goodness, the last searchlight possible got me. That's the first time I failed a mission. That's actually our first mission failed. Let's try that again. Got hit by the last possible searchlight. That's embarrassing. And does it make any sense that a plane is being spotted by a searchlight? I don't know. Let's try this in first person.
Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow the wind. Luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Yep, Trigger never speaks.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you. passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost
There we
at
go.
base.
You made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off.
I just crashed. Start from checkpoint there.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the... Missile away. Target acquired.
Target is eliminated. Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from? Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
Looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or they'll roast us on the ground!
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
That's the last of our Antiochas. They've all been taken out!
Yep, we were really able to take them out before they were able to get any kind of defense going. Let's just ignore the fact that I've messed this up twice before we got here. You know what? I'm okay with the fact that it took me until like 16 missions in before having a mission failed.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Could also, I guess, if I wanted to, I could blame it on the fact that I'm flying an F-35, but let's not open that can of worms. Here comes our attack force.
Enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. But this is war. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Yeah, I got them.
We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out. It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of him for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. You have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Another solid soundtrack in this level.
Picking up an enemy squad. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
That's me.
We still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
2 remaining.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. Lancaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
The enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end. That takes care of that. Nice work. We did it. That's the last of them. We've achieved air superiority. This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy. That's it. We take out those 2. We can force our way inside the facility.
Yeah, I got them. You guys are good.
Fox 2. Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
There we go. That's everybody.
Okay, start running on the count of 3. Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell. There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Got some heavy ground fighting happening there. There's not much I can do about it though.
How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
The food puns in this game are just so strange sometimes.
Looks like they can shred
Kinda
those
love them though.
wells. I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Move to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here.
Wow, I cannot see a single thing.
Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. 1,500 meters to the runway. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed.
Alright, we're ready to attack the capital now.
Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Got an A rank because I may have messed up twice, but that's okay. Alright, next mission, which will probably be the last one of this stream. I imagine we have some cutscenes waiting for us though.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff. By the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess.
Yeah, you're kind of abusing this old man just to improve your drones.
With an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down. The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring.
Rightfully so. Again, you're using him to just keep this war going.
Remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground.
Almost as if he's meant to be portrayed in a more sympathetic light despite being my rival.
The new suit would protect him thoroughly, so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
Member of a fallen royal family. He doesn't care. He just wants to fly. We'll get into some discussion about that when our arc with Mihai is complete. But now it's time for us to take the capital.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war.
Time to end the
Plans
war.
for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
I'll try my best. Alright, let's go end the war. Gonna take the Su-57 again for this one. Because this is gonna be a long fight.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Operation Giant Step, the battle for Farbanti. Soundtrack, as always, in this level is a great one. The main theme is going to be in full blast on this one.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war.
This will end the war.
It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander,
I cannot see a single thing through the sun.
coming after my championship belt. Really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Hey, we got Wiseman flying with us again.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
It's been a while since we've been flying with Wiseman.
Strider 1.
It's good to be hearing his banter again.
Silver Bridge. They can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
3 strikes in the sky.
Everybody knows me by this point. That's always a great thing in Ace Combat games. As things go on, your character gets more and more infamous among the enemies.
backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Strike 1. Attack missed. Dodge that missile.
There we go. Yep, listen to the main theme just in full blast right now.
The missile got through our ECM. Shoot it. Nowhere to hide.
Okay, Trigger. The mark is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Shoot them all down! We can't let the enemy take this position! Kill them all!
Say goodbye. Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
Enemy is firing!
Target acquired. Target eliminated.
Roger. The park will be secured. The European big shots clear the way.
I know the feeling.
HQ! We're falling back! We don't stand a chance against their air support! Hold your ground. Low morale is our real issue right now. They shouldn't have mentioned 3 strikes during the briefing.
Just the mention of me is enough to destroy their morale.
Look at what's left of our forces! There's that 3 strikes!
Yeah, they're mad.
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes is here.
Gotcha, pal.
This is HQ. Do whatever it takes to defend that bridge. Then we're to HQ. We need reinforcements at once.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
That area is all yours, Strider. We'll back up Helm Squadron in the submerged area.
Chaffin flares launched.
We've lost half our men. What about the reinforcements?
How come we're the only ones who see things out there? Where is our air support? The tide of the entire path changed once that wing shoot out. Ship building!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Careful. The ruins of sunken ships make these waters shallow. According to plan.
Allies been shut down. There's no way we're pulling back now. If they take our headquarters, we're finished.
Box 2, box 2.
Missile crossing, evading. Good job.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Yeah, we've already destroyed enough of them.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. 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 Friendly down! Enemy missile chasing me!
Time to attack! Enemy ranks are crumbling. Attack their right flank. This is our chance.
Okay, commanders, down!
Fox 2!
I can't believe we're getting pushed back. We won't last long.
Target destroyed.
Alright, let's check out their fleet, which is considerably smaller given what we did during the DLC missions, which is a very nice touch. That's the reason that the fleet here is so weak. Because we really pretty much destroyed most of them during Anchorhead Raid.
You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given these circumstances.
Ooh.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here. Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down and move on to the next.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many do we lose now? Damn it, 3 strikes is back.
Squad 2, we've eliminated the enemy resistance. Squad 2 and 3 are making their way to HQ now.
Take advantage of this opening. We don't have enough ships left for organized combat.
Missile hit. Enemy fleet is crippled. Friendly warships should be able to finish them off.
There are no reinforcements coming. Your fleet was destroyed back in base by an enemy raid.
Getting on a rock. Thinking.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
What's the friendly?
Missile launched.
Don't let them any closer. This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Yeah, we'll get those.
HQ, powerful AA defense system of the AO. Coordinates Tango 2A, 1639. Where's an AA? No, a Seafleet. Protecting the defenses. Yes, they're reluctant to make their move, even though we're still recovering from the last battle.
APC eliminated.
Show them how OCS fights this battle.
Target acquired. Vehicle eliminated.
Let's get back to base to get some more lasers.
Back to resupply.
I'll keep the enemy most busy.
Strider 1, this is
Skip the landing because we've seen that before. And let's get back into this fight.
Strider 1, this is control tower.
5 minutes remaining.
Drive the enemy back. Take out these pets.
Dodge that missile.
Reduce altitude. Drive and clean the building.
Abandon the fire.
Target in gun range.
Ooh, that's a lot of them. Check out these ships that were hiding in the ruins. Best way to do that is to actually go in from above.
Didn't think that'd miss.
Push while we have the upper hand. Keep the tide of battle in our favor.
I am also accidentally destroying some of these ruined, flooded buildings, which is probably a war crime. But you know what? We've been doing plenty of those throughout this entire playthrough. And it seems like people are just okay with that. So you know what? Whatever.
Target is down. Target destroyed. Locked on hostile.
Hostile lockout, you Strider 1.
Taking
Strider 1, APC destroyed.
Target locked.
Our victory is near. Keep fighting.
Mnemonics back. Roger.
3 minutes remaining.
Attack missed. The attacks just keep coming. Right out of me. Breaking. They're after me. I need cover.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Literally with Strider and Cyclops, it looks like he did a real number on the enemy.
Gotcha, pal. Dodge that missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
They're after me. I need cover.
Strider 1, missile away.
No use.
2 minutes remaining.
Okay, lock acquired. Firing. Dodge this.
Friendly shot down. Ground target destroyed. Target down and out.
Locked on, you're mine.
They aren't as good as the ones on Silver Bridge.
Alright, we pretty much cleared out their entire headquarters. Got some aerial reinforcements to deal with, but otherwise, looks like this mission's over. Looks like we have taken the capital.
Strider 1, hostile, there's a lock. Enemy has a lock on me.
Cyclops 1, break, break!
Fox 2.
I'm cornered.
30 seconds remaining. Strider 1, locked on target.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
Gotcha, Fox 2. Fox, tear down that barricade.
Gotta protect. Target locked.
Looks like we're just about done here.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
We got someone coming. Is it our guy? Is it time for round 2 with Mihai? You bet it is. He is destroying our entire fleet. Attacking from above, just like I did. It's almost like he is presented as an antithesis to an Ace Combat protagonist. We'll discuss that when we finish this campaign, though. And he's got his escorts.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
Let's take him on.
We have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X.
Take him down.
It's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. It's just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile away.
Not bad. As good as Wood says. Although their teamwork is somewhat lacking.
Wood's ship is sunk. Steven Fighter coming back around.
Alright, that's one down.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage. In gun range.
Get some machine gun fire there.
Target was not struck. Target acquired. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Mr. X is eating through the Ocean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
There's another one down.
I'm on my target's tail.
Some soon after. That's the last we heard.
Champions.
Not long before our forces were routed. See where your plane is headed. Eject.
Let's take out all of Soul Squadron here, and then we'll take on Mr. X.
Target is hit.
Alright. There goes all of his escorts.
Eject while you can still talk.
They all ejected though, so I get the sense we'll probably see them again. So let's take on Mihai.
Stop Mr. X.
Got some hits on him.
This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it.
So that is really cool when we both fly by each other like that.
Someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Wiseman's got a real risky plan here where he's gonna use himself as bait.
Right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Target is hit.
Nice, flying. Give him one more.
Yep, he's chasing Wiseman.
Target acquired. Strider 1, Fox 2.
I'm getting some good hits on him here. Gotten a lot of hits on him.
Enemy on my 6. Taking fire. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman! Missile closing!
Oh, he's... Ooh, yeah, he took out Wiseman. Ooh,
shit.
There he goes.
Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops Wiseman! Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded.
Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman! Shit!
Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it.
Count now has to take over lead of Cyclops Squadron.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Look, Count. Damn, I want to go to Trigger's 8, but I can't keep up.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched.
Shaking bandit.
Missile evaded.
That was a lot of laser hits on him.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger.
Try my best here.
Do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
glitched out.
What was that?
Huh, what's going on here?
Contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
Looks like the operation to destroy spy satellites has worked.
It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under OCN control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
Interesting.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
So the world's satellite system and communication network has been completely destroyed. Let's see what implications this has for the world. Well, actually, we will see that next time. So, just because we seized the capital and technically ended the war does not mean that this campaign is over. When we pick up tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time, we'll see what's going on with the rest of Ace Combat 7 storyline, because there's a bit more in store for us. War's not over yet. We got a lot of arcs and character development that's not yet done. So join me tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. Until then, thank you for joining.